Hey, what's going on, Starfield fans? Welcome back to the channel. Before I get into my rant about Todd Howard and what I think of him and me white knighting and simping for him for a couple of minutes, I just want to take this time to let everybody know that these Starfield videos that you see coming out, these streams that you guys are watching and coming to see, they're pretty much thanks to a couple of my mods. I just wanted to take this time to say thank you to two of my mods, John Watts and Baron Gaslight. Literally, without these two guys, these videos that you're watching would not be possible. So shout out to them. If you do want to talk to them, you can. Stop by my streams. Come give them hell. They love that kind of stuff. But till then, back to me simping for Todd Howard. All I'm saying is Todd could have at least beat No Man's Sky when it comes to exploration and immersion when flying in space. I didn't play No Man's Sky. It seems like that's all No Man's Sky was, though. Like, Starfield is more than that. Well, not more than that, but it's not just space exploration, right? There's a lot to it. And like I said, I didn't play No Man's Sky, so I don't know what else there is to No Man's Sky. And I guess it probably looks like I'm like this Todd Howard super fan. And yeah, whatever. Maybe I am. I don't think I'm a super fan, though. Like, he's not infallible. It's just like the guy has consistently, like, yeah, he's had some disappointing releases in certain games, but, like, I don't know, he's been involved in some pretty genius shit when it comes to immersive gaming. Like, I don't think we can really knock him too much. I mean, Bethesda is huge, and there's a lot of people involved, and once you have a lot of people involved, things are bound to fuck up. It's like, I'm not a modder, right? So I don't really get the impression that I can take the stance of like, oh, Bethesda games, all they ever do is just release bug-filled games and then modders will come and fix it. It's like, if you want to make awesome games that like really push the boundaries, like, it's going to be really, really hard, and it's going to take like a bunch of effort from way more people than probably just the staff that you have at Bethesda. Like, if it's going to be this huge thing, Bethesda is super smart in saying that let's get some modders involved. Yeah, that we're going to have bugs, and yeah, modders are going to help to fix it, but we're going to push them to have a game that is as big as possible. I think a lot of the problem people have with Bethesda is that they don't like the style of game that Bethesda pumps out. Yeah, you're right. A lot of people aren't built for this type of game. Like, I've talked about it before. People have come in here asking me if I think that Starfield is going to be the next Skyrim. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know what that means. Because Skyrim is different, was different, still is different to everybody, right? Like, and I think that there's not much gray area either when it comes to the type of Skyrim players that existed. There is the people who play it, and they beat it, and they're like, cool game, can't wait to play the next Elder Scrolls, great story, move on. There's some people who hate it, which if you hate it, then why are we even talking? Like, we can't even have a good conversation if it's just not the game for you, right? Then there's the type of player, I think I am, that gets super immersed, looks into mods, wants to change the game, wants to create content for the game, wants to push the game harder and investigate it, learn stories about it, create stories about it, teach people about the game, right? Teach people about the universe that the game is set in. So yeah, I don't know. It really depends on what you want to do. And I think there's a lot of different things that you can want to do in a lot of different games, but there's a lot like this. I think Starfield covers a pretty broad spectrum of it, just like Skyrim covered a very broad spectrum of the fantasy, the old, sword and board plus magic and mischief type stuff. In that fantasy realm, Skyrim really covered a lot of it, and I think Starfield is going to be incredibly similar in that aspect, where you're going to be able to do what you want. I was having a recent discussion with a buddy of mine who he really likes action RPGs. I really like action RPGs too. Recently I was playing some Last Epoch. My buddy, he had also played Last Epoch. He didn't dislike the game, and I talked to him like, hey, do you want to come back and play some Last Epoch with me now that multiplayer is live? And he simply said no. And I was like, okay, well, what's up with that? And his response was, I have no idea why I would play Last Epoch when I can play Path of Exile. Path of Exile it's a game that it's been out for a long time, and it's had many development cycles, and it's Path of Exile, you literally can play the game kind of how you want when it comes to endgame. You craft your own play experience, and I think that that's what Bethesda does really well in its games. Sometimes it fails and falls short and it's buggy, but that's the thing. Like, Bethesda crafts excellent skeletons for games to come in and get changed to how the player wants to play it. And I think that that's why my resounding answer to the question of, is this the next Skyrim? To me, yes, it is. So far, I've been looking at the mods.